Give this some thought. When you wake up one morning, you discover that the money you invested in cryptocurrencies, particularly Xlm Xrp, has not only provided you with a return on your investment, but has also made you very wealthy. There are people in the halls of financial powerhouses who are beginning to discuss the possibility that this could become a reality. This is not just a dream to them. What would you think if I told you that central banks all over the world are discreetly supporting cryptocurrencies such as Xlm Xrp? The manner that money is handled all around the world will be altered as a result of this. There is a possibility that this indicates that your digital wallet is the most valuable possession you have. In this day and age, it is not only beneficial to have an understanding of how traditional financial institutions and developing cryptographic technologies collaborate with one another. This must be carried out. In this post, the author discusses the fascinating interactions that take place between central banks and cryptocurrencies, specifically Xlm Xrp, as well as the ways in which these interactions have the potential to disrupt the functioning of money in the future. In the past, central banks and digital currencies kept their distance from one another. Nevertheless, in recent times, they have shown a greater interest in gaining a deeper understanding of one another. In the beginning, cryptocurrencies such as Xlm Stellar Lumens and Xrp Ripple were viewed with skepticism. In addition to being digital assets, they have the potential to totally transform the way that monetary transactions are conducted. This section discusses the origins of these cryptocurrencies as well as the processes by which central banks began to recognize the worth of these assets. The inventions of Stellar and Ripple were significant advancements in the field of cryptocurrency. Larger banks and individual investors alike immediately grew interested in them because to the distinctive methods in which they manage the validation of transactions and agreements. In the past, central banks have been sluggish to accept new technology. Nevertheless, they have recently begun to consider these assets as potential means of accelerating global transactions. This section establishes the framework for understanding what their experimental usage of cryptocurrencies means in a broader sense, and it does it very effectively. Stellar Lumens, sometimes known as XLM, has garnered accolades for its efficiency and the low cost at which it can be used to purchase various items. Stellar was established in 2014 with the intention of simplifying the process of conducting business across international borders, and has been quite successful in accomplishing this goal. In the following section of the article, we will discuss the particular reasons why certain central banks have such a strong preference for XLM. The concept that all financial institutions can participate on a single platform is the driving force behind the technology that Stellar has developed. This makes traditional banking significantly more efficient and less expensive. Its method for reaching a consensus. The Stellar Consensus Protocol, sometimes known as SCP, is renowned for its dependability and its capacity to expand in response to needs. Not only have partnerships with major financial institutions and technology businesses provided respectability to Stellar's business concept, but they have also provided the company with a platform on which to evaluate its capabilities. These relationships are extremely significant for gaining an understanding of the role that XSLM plays in the transformation of the global financial system. The manner that money is sent around the world has been significantly altered as a result of Ripple and its token XRP. Ripple was initially released in 2012 with the intention of facilitating faster, more affordable, and more dependable financial transactions. The purpose of this section of the article is to discuss the birth of Ripple, as well as the reasons why central banks are interested in it. The X-Rapid service offered by Ripple makes use of XRP as a bridge currency in order to facilitate rapid monetary transactions between nations. A number of financial institutions are interested in this since it has the potential to reduce expenses by a significant amount, as well as times for settling. More than 100 financial institutions from around the world have partnered with Ripple, which demonstrates how well it functions and how much it has the potential to expand. In order to have a complete understanding of how XRP will potentially play a significant role in the future financial system that is supported by central banks, you need to be aware of these linkages. With the responsibility of maintaining economic stability and formulating economic policy for the entire nation, central banks play a highly significant role. Historically, they were in charge of regulating the quantity of money that was in circulation, determining the interest rates, and lending money to other banks when they were experiencing financial difficulties. This section will devote more attention to discussing these positions. Because they are responsible for controlling the money supply, central banks have an impact on virtually every sector of the economy. Their decisions have the potential to influence everything from the rate of economic expansion to the number of employed people. When considering the potential ways in which they can interact with cryptocurrencies such as Xlm and Xrp, it is essential to have a solid understanding of this influence. It is also essential to investigate the ways in which commercial banks and state banks collaborate with one another. Not only do central banks keep a close eye on these institutions, but they also ensure that the financial system is stable and supply the cash that these institutions require. Because of this significant role, it is clear that their utilization of emerging technologies such as blockchain and cryptocurrencies has the potential to make an impact. The proliferation of digital currencies presents central banks with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However, after initially exercising caution, a growing number of companies have begun to investigate the potential advantages of incorporating blockchain technology into their day-to-day operations. Over the course of this section of the essay, we will discuss these early trades as well as the growing interest that central banks are showing in investigating digital currencies. A growing number of individuals are showing an interest in particular projects such as the issuance of digital currencies by central banks or CBDCs. Although they are not technically cryptocurrencies, these digital coins make use of some of the same technologies as cryptocurrencies. The fact that these kinds of technologies are being investigated demonstrates that there is a possibility that the administration of money will evolve in the future. The collaboration between central banks and digital currencies is still in its infancy, but things are moving at a rapid pace. It is necessary to have an understanding of the functioning of this connection in order to comprehend the potential shifts that may occur in the near future in the field of global banking. A number of central banks from different countries throughout the world have initiated studies to investigate the potential applications of blockchain technology and currency. The purpose of this section is to examine a few of these case studies in order to demonstrate the outcomes and the actual implications of the experiments that were conducted. In the case of the Bank of England, for instance, there has been public discussion over the potential advantages of a digital currency. In addition, the People's Bank of China is making rapid advancements with its digital yuan, which has the potential to revolutionize the processing of monetary transactions in one of the most populous nations on the planet. There is more to the lessons that these case studies are intended to teach than just theory. There are applications for them in the real world that put the boundaries of conventional financial systems to the test. They reveal a great deal about the future of money, which will be characterized by the significant role that digital currencies will play. These are the reasons why you should use Xlm and Xrp, as well as the benefits that they provide. When compared to other cryptocurrencies, Xlm and Xrp stand out due to the fact that they possess characteristics that central banks regard to be significantly enticing. This section describes these distinctive characteristics in greater depth, as well as the reasons why certain cryptocurrencies might be the most suitable option for financial institutions. Xlm is well known for its low energy consumption and low transaction fees, both of which are of great significance in a world that is becoming increasingly concerned about the environment. However, Xrp provides a high level of efficiency in terms of accelerating transactions and being scalable, both of which are essential characteristics for widespread application in the banking sector. The appeal of these cryptocurrencies lies not only in the fact that they are superior in terms of technology, but also in the fact that they have the potential to make global financial transactions both more expedient and even more secure. If central banks were to embrace them, it would be a significant step toward making the procedures involved in the financial system more open and efficient for everyone. There is the potential for significant repercussions for the economy in the event that central banks begin to use cryptocurrencies such as Xlm and Xrp. This section of the article examines the potential effects that these changes may have on global finance, particularly with regard to both the sending and receiving of monetary transactions between nations. Through the reduction of transaction times and prices, Xlm and Xrp have the potential to expedite and reduce the costs associated with international trade. It is possible that this efficiency may result in increased business activity all over the world, which will be beneficial to economies all over the world. The widespread usage of these cryptocurrencies could also make it simpler for a greater number of individuals to make use of banking services, which would enable a greater number of people to participate in the economy of the entire world. This has the potential to have significant repercussions for both the economy and society, particularly in underdeveloped nations where it is difficult to access conventional banking services. The incorporation of cryptocurrencies such as Xlm and Xrp into the tools that central banks employ is not a straightforward task, despite the fact that there may be advantages to doing so. In this section, we discuss the challenges that come with the implementation of such a transition, including concerns over technology and safety, concerns regarding the standard financial sector, and problems with legislation. In many regions, the regulations